Section 10.8 has to do with irregular areas of irregular figures. We have already discussed several formulas for this chapter. We've discussed the area of the triangle, which is 1/2 the base times the height. The area of a trapezoid is 1/2 the height times the sum of the two bases. Area of a parallelogram is base times height. And area of a circle is pi times r squared. In most things in life, it's a combination of shapes. You don't typically have a lot of just set triangles. It might be a triangle and a circle, or a triangle and a trapezoid. So most things in life are a combination of these shapes we've worked on. Like for instance, if I were to look at these three shapes, I would take this and divide it up into, that would be like a rectangle, and then I could take this one and go, oh well, this is a rectangle and this is a triangle. So to find the area of this piece of shape, if you will, I would have to use the parallelogram, and the triangle formulas, and then add those all together. This particular one is a combination of 1/2 of a circle and a square. So I would find the area of the whole circle, cut it in half, and then add that to the area of the square. This one you could look at as a rectangle and a triangle. So you would have to find the area of those two things and then add it together. So here's some example problems. This one is made up of a circle, 1/2 of a circle, and a rectangle. So the area of the rectangle, remember, is base times height. So I would say 12 times 25, and you would have to do that out, which is 300. So this one is a 300 centimeters squared. And then that area of the circle, I would have to do the whole circle and then take 1/2 of it. So you know that if the diameter is 10, the radius is 5. So I have pi times 5 squared, which is going to give me 78.5, but then I'm going to have to divide that by 2 because I only have 1/2 of a circle. So that's going to give me a 39.3 centimeters squared. And then I would add those two things together to get a total of 339.3 centimeters squared. So that would be the area of that whole shape, if you will. This one over here, I would divide it up into a rectangle and a triangle. The rectangle, you would have base times height, so 4 times 9, and that's going to give me 36 yards squared. And then on the triangle, I'm going to have to use 1/2 the base, which the base is the same there as what it is here. So 9 times, and that's 3. So I'm going to have 1/2 of 27, which is going to give me 13.5 yards squared. And then I would add that and that together, so I'm going to get 49.5 yards squared, and that would be the area of that whole thing. So you can see all you're really doing is breaking it up into its smaller parts and then using the equations that you know. This one, you have a rectangle, a triangle, and then a quarter of a circle. So let's do the circle first. So I have pi times 2 squared, so pi times 4, which is going to give me 12.6. but then I would have to divide that by 4 because I just have a quarter of a circle. So when I divide that by 4, I'm going to get a 3.14, and that would be inches squared. Then I have this rectangle, which is going to be 2 times 8, base times height. So that's going to give me a 16 inches squared. Then I have this triangle. Now, the height of the triangle, if you look at it close, is 8 plus 2, which is 10. So I have 1/2 the base. The base is going to be 2 because the whole distance across is 4. So from here to here is 2. So base times height, which is 10. So I'm going to have an answer of 10 inches squared. Okay, so 1/2 times 2 times 10. So then I'm going to add all of these up. So that's going to give me 29.14 inches squared. Okay, over here you have got a, hold on one second. You've got a square and you've got a circle. You've got a half of a circle. So you have pi times 2.5 squared, which is going to give me 19.6 inches squared. And then you're going to divide that by 2, which is going to be 9.8 inches squared. The square is going to be 5 times 5, which is 25 inches squared. So the total is going to be 25 plus the 9.8, so it's going to be 34.8 inches squared. All right, your homework is page 542, 7 through 18 all.